position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the... team. Wide receiver going in motion. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. It's Whittington. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Got it behind the line. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and outbounds at the 48.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the pass in Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Catch in the middle. It's Whittington. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Moore to the air. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Just keeps slinging it. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic. It's because of these fans.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Wasting no time taking a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on this deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's a heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on 1st down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number 1, and they give up a sack on play 2.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Bunch formation for these receivers. Offense changing the play. Moore will throw. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And they turn it into a defensive score. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Might be calling a hot route. Moore to the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot now, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, man.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll move the wide receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Thomas.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Ducks backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. Finds the tight end. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Motion from the wide receiver. Moore will throw. Looking left. A strike downfield. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Wants to throw it. This time on target. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That's caught. It's Frazier.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To throw, it's Stockton. It's complete to the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the right. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Making side adjustments here. Moore to the air. Finds his man. It's Whittington. Turns it on in midfield. Open field on the right. Touchdown, Oregon. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Speeding down the left side. At the 20. And he got away from from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Moore will throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Wants to go up top on first down. He lets it fly. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Coming out with it, it's Branch. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Bulldogs! Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, no, no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Makes it past the marker. And he make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Unleashes one. Makes the grab, and there's room. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Might be changing the route. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Wide receiver going in motion. Moore to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Georgia! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore will throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Humphries. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
To the ground. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offense.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So first down, we'll open up the final period.
221 wing, 221 wing.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Whittington. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield full first.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. He's got it. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He wants to change this route. Moore will throw. Fakes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Wants to throw on third down. Looking for the score. Touchdown Ducks! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
The quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Throws to the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. Second down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting in third and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the wide receiver. He might want another play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Looking to take a shot. He's got it down the right side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Got room on the return. He's at the 10.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the state backs going for the goal line. Timeout is called. The clock stops with 26 seconds left. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here. And this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
Absolutely the right decision by this offense. You got a 1-point lead. You want to make it 3, but more importantly, under 10 seconds. One more stop, baby. Let that clock run out. Walk out of here with the win.
And the low percentage play, the onside kick, bounces out of bounds, and they'll drop the flag. And they'll take the result of the flag and move the offense back. And they'll take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.